well in lane against the Benedetta. They've drafted themselves a winning lane this time, and honestly, Smart Omega, they have a chance to equalize here.
Yeah.
With the Atlas, Karina, and that final pick. Let's see if they can do it.
It's going to be very hard, especially if the Atlas with the movement later combo with the Cloud, but it depends on the situation. Are they going to be able to put up the Cloud to win the condition? Not like before, that when the Cloud is quite hard, losing in the laning phase even. And the presence of the Lilia, the clearing of the minion in the mid lane is going to be very fast. We know that actually Kadita not going to be doing it very fast compared to the Lilia, and the rotation might be coming quite faster rather than before from Smart Omega.
Let's see though, ladies and gentlemen, Smart Omega down a game. One more game can seal their fate, knocking them out of MPL Invitational 2022, or they could equalize right now up against RSGPH. We'll see how both of the teams perform here as we enter the Land of Dawn for game number 2. But as for the draft, Vela, who do you think wins here?
Okay, but based on the movement so far, I feel like Smart Omega will take the second game because of the drop that they were having. Like the Masha, I really like the Masha pick along with the Lilia. I feel like it's a very good pick coming from Smart Omega. Like the ability from these two heroes is just like so huge, especially with the black shoes and also the damage that can be given by the Lilia later on. Imagine that is early game coming from Lilia. Late game is also going to be very painful coming from her. So it's still a very good one. And also the Karina pick is just like very smart, just like what you've mentioned. The anti-physical damage type of assassin that can dive and focus on Leslie. But remember, they need to focus on Leslie. If they are unable to do so, the rest of the player coming from RSGPH with the Cold Altar, with the Kadita as well, the presence of the Breath of Oceans, along with the Ocean Aditya and Rockways, will single targetly burst one hero coming from the Smart Omega. And it's a huge possibility for RSGPH to counter the movement. It depends on how they are going to be doing it inside of the Land of Dawn. So it needs to show their mechanics on the gameplay.
Oh, Petrify though popped in, Ryzen to be caught there. The damage comes through from Nats as he jumps in all the way to the back line. Final blow placed as well. Ryzen taken low, still able to survive. Meanwhile, Irad as well, very low, still able to get out. Kill VJ on the chase, but Nats is going to be able to get out. Perfect match though, popped in by Miko. Nats has the eye for an eye. Beautiful timing on that eye for an eye, getting out of the perfect match stun. But RSGPH will lose out in terms of the setup here for the Turtle. If you look at the map, Kelra has just been spamming that BMI recall.
Yeah, it is. I feel like Kelra is having a quite hard time in the laning phase against the Kosei here with the Leslie. But this particular Turtle will be very important for the side of Smart Omega. Will they able to get it?
Well, the answer is here. First blood by Light over to the jungler. Nats picks up the Turtle. It's a disaster for Smart Omega as Miko gets taken down. Kill VJ next on the board as Nats and Light sandwiches in both there. That's going to be the Breath of the Ocean connecting. Kill VJ going to be taken down by Nats, who jumps in under the turret. Kill VJ still surviving with 1 HP. That's super close, but RSG, they've definitely found the position here to actually take that favorable trade, the Turtle, and a kill.
That is so huge coming from Nats. That is leveling up all of the coins farming skills here for the side of RSGPH with HHBC. It's just like so huge movement coming from the side of RSGPH. They know how to do it, and with an eye for an eye coming from, I feel like Nats is giving so much things for the RSGPH, the strongest point so far for RSGPH, and with the movement, the ability to move dash in, dash out easily from the side of Nats is just creating so much problem from the side of Smart Omega. Like, I feel like they are unable to control who is the main target from the RSGPH, because when they want to target over Nats, they're not. Oh my god. The versus is coming really fast and huge coming from the Kadita.
Oh, but wait a minute. Kelra on the bottom side actually stops the first ability there with his first ability as well. X-Short looking for the play, but like you mentioned, that burst coming in from Light, it's unrivaled. Just like the gaming experience you guys can get with the Galaxy Z Fold for 5G. Get yours today. And I personally like to do this. When I use my Z Fold and I win, I fold my phone in front of my opponents.
Oh my god. Yeah,
It's a
you're
good-
gonna fold them
a good taunt.
into a nightmare
There you
because just like what RSGPH tried to do right
Oh my
now, they are
God.
creating another nightmare.
That's illegal, man. How many times are you gonna do this, Light? That, oh my goodness, Smart Omega every single time. That's the roamer. That's the roamer. He tried to open up the map. He tried to do his job, and
Yeah.
he can't.
Because the presence coming from the Kadita, Breath of Ocean, that is the main point here from RSGPH, because they are able to give up some vision with this kind of hero and also the ability to at least burst one particular hero in front of them. So I think like they are still continuing to do so.
Oh, but Miko is going to be chunked very low, brought back to the team. The execution coming in from Irad to pick up the kill. Gets the purple buff as well. Breath of the Ocean popped in. Ryzen trying to run away, but it's going to be gunned down, taken out. First ability still buying a little bit more time before Irad comes in to get that one last slash over towards Ryzen. Another 2 for 0, a 3 for 0 if you count down the mid lane turret falling as well. Nats in this lane against the Masha, winning as well.
Winning, and it's creating so much space for the side of RSGPH. They are winning by 3,000 gold so far. This is like 6 minutes, and they are already having like 6-0 from the side of RSGPH. And look at the item right now. Nats already collecting the Bloodlust eggs and going for another thing here. Nomina's Eyes might be one of the items that can be picked here, since we know that actually they really need to minimize the attack speed coming from the side of Kelra later on. But I do feel like this Irad is also like giving so much things with the Mortal Coin and also the Azura Aura. How he is like focusing to get this particular hero to be on his hand. But I feel like it's more complex rather than in the first game. Like the first games, he's like just creating some movement from the side of RGBH. But right now, he is being the finisher for RGBH itself. And now they are going to be having like so much potential to push over Smart Omega to do war over war because they are unable to farm really well.
Oh man, even at the top side, they're looking for a dive here. Renzio forced to recall up top as a Masha. If you can burst a Masha down that much, what can you do towards Kill VJ, towards Kelra? Miko looking for the play. Kosei, brilliant flicker to get out of that one. Miko still has the flicker though. Kosei needs to be careful. But look at the backup coming in. Kill VJ gonna be chopped down. Has to pop the black shoes. Still able to get out though. RSG now. In the midst of it all, caught. Miko has that flicker. Nats trying to run away. The final blow gets out. Miko using the flicker, but it does not matter. Nats able to withstand the damage, able to sustain back in the mid lane. As Smart Omega has used 4 ultimates earlier on. Extra pops in a Cult Altar just to zone Ryzen away. It's a clean execution from RSG. And Smart Omega have no response.
They are unable to do anything. When they want
Literally nothing.
Yeah, literally nothing. They want to burst on, there's this Cult Altar. They want to jump in, they need to be careful of the presence coming from the side of maybe the Nuts that is outplaying the other player with a Electro-Vinyl Blow along with an eye for an eye. It's just like coming really huge. Look at the level gap here, 2 level gap between XP laner coming from the side of Omega along with RCPH. It's showing how messy the movement inside of the ladder down right now. Even it's already like 2.5 minutes happened since the previous kill happened. It's like still 6-0, but the objective is still gotten by the side of RSGPH. Every single movement, they really know how to translate all of the movement that they're having.
Oh man, RSGPH into the enemy jungle. Irad finds the purple buff, gets out as well. Out of the Fatal Links, they baited it out. The Cult Altar was placed as well with the Purify, but they get out of that one. It's another steal over. Conceal though, popped in by Smart Omega.
Ooh.
We're gonna play cancelled out by Irad, who's still able to get out of the perfect match. Smart Omega gonna be petrified by Nats, who jumps in onto the other members. Find a time. Light jumps in with the Breath of the Ocean, goes in for the rough waves, unable to connect onto Kill VJ. Just does a little bit of damage. But man, Smart Omega getting obliterated by RSG.
And they're forcing a big team fight when they know that Smart Omega are not gonna be ready for that one. Cloud, they doesn't have enough item for the Cloud. Well, for the Lilia, yeah, they know that Lilia gonna be loving this one, but difference, separating the damage for 5 of them, that is focusing on the heroes coming from Smart Omega that jump in with the Mortal Coil or maybe jumping with the Ocean Oddity along with the Rock Waves. It's just like so much things that happens that creates Smart Omega to be like scattered from the team fight that they want. They want to do this pick off. Even Renzio, unable to jump to the backline because whenever he pops somewhere, he is burst out by the damage that is given from RSGPH. So he's unable to do the movement that he wants. Unable to focus on the target that he wants as well because Kosei is just staying behind, being taken care of by the rest of the player coming from RSGPH.
It's a shutout right now, Vela. RSG are completely shutting Omega down. Not much they can do, and you can see the Lord dance once again. Raz just going onto the Lord just to buy some time, just to bait Omega outside of the base. Kelra picking up that purple buff, gonna be flanked though by Nats, who's still able to get out with the eye for an eye. Nico is looking for it. Nats is gonna be able to escape, and look at that. It's all just a distraction for the Lord take. Irad now jumping in onto Miko, who still has the Fatal Links, but will not be able to use it there. He finally gets it with a Blazing Wet comboed in. Kelra goes massive, but it's not enough. Look who's chasing him down. It's Irad. Once again, it's a 3-for-1. Smart Omega finally get a kill on the board, but it's too late. 10 minutes in, a 7,000 gold lead. The death ball is at full throttle.
Oh my god, how disciplined the movement coming from RSGPH is a big shout out. Okay, they're having one player to control the movement from Smart Omega, but when they are doing the Lord, they are focusing on that one and they are committing on that one. And when they got it, they just go. The movement that they're having, like, I don't know, like the symphony that they have is just a big thing here from RSGPH. How they are going in, how they are going out from a war, it's just showing beautifully inside of this game. It's much more intense rather than before even, because right now they are having 8,000 gold lead along with the Lord that is going to be going to the side of Smart Omega that needs to defend on the high ground, which is not going to be very easy for them.
Definitely not. Final blow there popped in. That's going to be Miko trying his best to go for a Fatal Links, but no one got caught there.
Miracle, this is Atlas with the Fatal Link. They're supposed to love this kind of movement from the side of RSGPH, but not even a single Fatal Link that I saw coming from Smart Omega. They are unable to do it because whenever the Atlas showing his body, he's like already half HP down.
Exactly. You know, he's always poked down.
Yeah.
There's always this the disengage as well, honestly, from RSGPH. For Nats, is that eye for an eye. For Irad, he can't be CC'd. For
with
Light, rough
coil.
waves, right? There's always an answer. The only one who you can really target is Kosei, but he's so far behind every single time. His positioning has been absolutely phenomenal. That Smart Omega, again, like you mentioned, can't really look for anything. And RSG are opening up the map like this. They're disrespecting Miko, but there's nothing Miko can do. If Miko goes in for the Fatal Links, Nats has that eye for an eye.
Yeah, and they can ignore the movement. Or maybe if Kosei get picked off, maybe it get Fatal thing. Are they gonna be able to burst it down easily? Since like Kosei will have like tons of way to disengage from the situation with the flicker, with the second skill, with everything that he have. I mean, like, it's a clean movement. Only Light being taken down once, and it's because of the Thalassophobia is not ready yet, so it's not really good.
Renzio going to be sandwiched here. Nas dealing a little bit of damage, trying to bait out Renzio. There you go. Use the disarm, and that's the perfect time for Kosei to deal damage as well. They don't want to overcommit, however, into that top side, knowing that Omega are definitely still in this game. The level of discipline from RSGPH is just insane, right? They don't want to go for any unnecessary fights.
Yeah, because they really know that this is going to be the Lord popping out. This is the fourth. This is the first Lord. This is going to be very, very important for them. So if they are able to pick this Lord on their head, it's just going to be very good from the side of RSGPH because it's already 13 minutes going for 14. But we are seeing Ryzen
still able to get out with the first ability there. That's going to be the damage coming from Irad as the Cold Ultra is placed. Miko's Fatal Links does nothing. Nats wild onto the back line. Renzio flanking but doesn't find anyone. Kelra falling as well. Kosei gets the double kill. Looking for the triple kill right now as they're trying their best to melt Renzio down. But RSG PH are stomping on Omega.
Oh my god. Renzio trying so hard to do the flank, but it's walking too far because it's bringing much time for the RCPH to just finish everyone from Smart Omega, and the gap of the level, the gap of the item is just showing at this moment, and this might be end.
It might be it. Miko, the perfect match, trying to buy the time right now. Renzio jumps in as well. Rough waves popped in. Renzio melted down. Final blow, just to cut the waves here. Snats gets out. Exort has the Purify. Beautiful play by RSG once again. They get 2 base turrets and the Lord micromanaged by Irad. RSG. This is M4 level RSG.
Oh my god. You can see the Electro Vinyl Blow, the position of the Electro Vinyl Blow is clearing 2 waves from the mid lane and along with the bottom lane, which is creating so much things for another movement from the RSGPH. And with the Lord coming from the side of RSGPH, they might want to go straight in here. They only have like 1 base turret from the side of Smart Omega. It's only on the top lane. While we are seeing all of the jungle, all of the resources is being taken care on the hand of RSGPH. They are just having everything. And Irad even with that movement, I don't know what to say anymore actually, Mirko.
We'll see, man, because same, I'm pretty speechless now as Nats jumps in, using the final blow to clear out the waves. They're looking for the end here with the Lord. Renzio looking for the flanks once again, jumping in onto Kosei, but will be peeled, will be covered by the rest of the Arbors. Smart Omega defending for now. Again, it's just so impressive to see RSGPH. The way that they're so disciplined here is amazing. They're looking for another engage once again.
But I do feel like just now it's even giving so much thing for Smart Omega because they tried to focus on this Leslie, and when this Leslie is being called out by Smart Omega, they just like retreat disciplinedly, but it's making Omega having more time to recover from this situation. Maybe they're gonna be waiting for another Lord. It means that they need to freeze the lane. If not, the farming keeps going to the side of Omega, and they still gonna be able to keep up over the differentiation right now because Kara, I do feel like he really needs Wind of Nature, but he's not going for that one. He's directly, respectingly to the brute force to hold up all of the damage that can be given by the side of RSGPH. While we are seeing from Kosei even VOD, Endless Battle, man, Windtalker.
See, I think the thing is, the reason he's not going for the Wind of Nature is because Kosei does true damage, right? So even if he goes for that Wind of Nature, I don't know. The true damage is still going to go through.
The Decimate is going to be very hurtful, bro.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, RSGPH, once again, if Omega wants to come back in this game, the way they can do it is through a mistake from RSGPH. I don't really see another way that Omega can come back. In a team fight, RSG needs to make a massive mistake. Kosei needs to misposition for RSG to actually lose in this team fight. Because right now, I mean, it's not looking like Kosei will, right? Kosei, he's been playing like he's been playing so far behind. There's no way anyone can flank him.
That's true. But with this discipline from the side of RSGPH, will they ever make a mistake? That's the question. Or maybe if they are able to steal this Lord without having anyone to be taken down, it's gonna be a huge thing for the side of Omega, but will they be able to do it since like the movement from the side of RSGPH is just like very, very disciplined along with very painful damage.
My goodness. Miko just got deleted. Renzio looking for the flanks once again. Kosei running for the hills. Kosei and Renzio just running there. Kosei trying to run again. It's going to be the cover from RSGPH. Renzio, he tried his best to look for the flanks as Ryzen is trying to open up the map, but will be shot down by Kosei. Goes invisible one more time. Renzio looking for the damage. Thunderclap coming in, but Kosei is able to use that second ability, knocking Renzio back. That's going to be the Lord Steal. No, it does not happen for Ryzen. Kelra, though, with a Blazing Duet, is able to buy the time now, finding the kill on towards Exort. Getting another one now, but Irad is able to eradicate Ryzen. Light jumping into that back line. Kelra still alive. Smart Omega are able to find a trade, but Exort respawns instantly as the Faramis Lord coming down now.
Oh my god, this is not looking good for Smart Omega. They are losing one player, Ryzen here. The jungler from the side of Smart Omega. Will they be able to hold up all of the damage given from the side of RSGPH? Because Lord right now is the main target, but the base...
It's wide open. Nat's already onto it. Irad as well joining it in. But look at Kelra dealing out so much damage with Blazing Duet. The Lord's on it. Everyone's on it. Smart Omega knocked out in the first round of MPL Invitational 2022 by RSG.